Alright guys, I thought I'd utilise the modern age a little bit and make this easier for everybody and just record me doing a whole lot of stuff and post this as a workout. So, for those of you that are looking to do that third session and you can't get into the gym or whatever it may be, here's something you can follow. You're going to do 3 2-minute rounds of skipping like we often traditionally do. We're just going to keep things simple throughout this session just so we can kind of reflect and reflect on the session that we've done today. You can do 3 2-minute rounds of skipping. The first round, you just do a 10-second sprint at the end of the 2 minutes and then just stretch out for about 30-40 seconds. And then you're going to do a second round of skipping. You're going to go every 50 seconds for 10 seconds flat out, so 2 sprints over the 2-minute round. And then the last round, you're going to go 20 seconds cruising, 10 seconds flat out for the round, so 4 efforts. And then have a break, put your wraps on, stretch out, dynamic stretching, and we'll move on to the next thing. Alright, so this is particularly for those that are pretty fresh to the footwork and the technical boxing. So you're going to get into your boxing stance using the method that we did today. You're going to do 1-minute rounds of everything. You can do 1-minute round of moving up and back, a 1-minute round of moving left and right, a minute round of pivoting backwards and forth. Then you do a minute round of moving around to the left, around to the right. And then we're going to mix it up at the end. Just make sure that throughout all your movements, you're keeping those major cues in place. Feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward, and right foot behind the left. And you're transferring your weight all on the balls of your feet, staying nice and light, and getting as much diversity in that last round as you can. Remember, 1 minute of everything, up and back, left and right, pivoting, round to the left, round to the right, and then mix it all up. Moving on to the punching, we're going to practice our straight lefts, nice and long, elbows in, hands up, chin down, cheek into the shoulder, stretching that shot out, clenching on impact. Then we do straight rights. I suggest doing maybe, let's say, 20-30 repetitions of each. Really slow, controlled, as you can see demonstrated. Then we're going to do left rights, alternating. Remember, focus on the hand that's not punching too. 20-30 punches each side, and then a few alternating. Remember, keep that elbow up, palm facing down, and drive the body behind the shots. I probably should have got my feet in this video as well, but it doesn't matter. All right, elbow up, chin down. Don't wind it up too far. Don't throw punches like you're at the pub. Nice and tight off the guard. Left, right, and alternating. Cuts. Straight down the middle. Make sure that forearm's vertical when you're throwing the shot. Again, 20-30 left, right, and alternating. And don't throw the punch back over the top of your head. Make sure it's coming forward. You want to get underneath your opponent's chin. And remember to turn that right foot in with every right punch you throw. Finally, we've got body rips. All right? Don't spend too much time separating that hand from your guard. It's quickly off the guard, you rip to the guts, you bring it back. 20-30 each side. Make sure the other hand isn't compromised. The hand is up tight to the guard and open, literally touching the temple. It's the best cue I can give you. You can't go wrong making contact with the head in the fingertips. Then alternating. Good start. All right, now it's time to mix it up. Get your feet moving. Always prioritise the footwork. You don't want to stop and punch. Get those feet moving, and to the best of your ability, in time with your foot movement, you want to throw those punches. When the left foot moves, you throw that left punch. When the right foot moves, you throw that right punch. Make sure you've got plenty of movement without punching too, where you just move the feet in lots of different directions, pivoting, embodying all of those major elements that we've worked on today, and I've shown you in this video. Everything comes off the guard, and the clenching on impact, hands open at the guard, toes pointing forward. Bag work. Same application as what you just did with the shadow boxing, but you're going to put a bit of oomph in it. Let's get the heart rate up and start punching hard. All right, about 20-30 straight lefts, 20-30 straight rights. Don't treat this too much like a fitness session though. Still be technical about it. Hands up, elbows in, chin down, rotating the body behind the shots, keeping the opposite hand up nice and tight. And then you're going to do alternating. Do 20-30 on the left, 20-30 on the right. And then another 50 or so punches straights. Yeah? Make sure you move around the bag. When the bag changes distance, so do you. Then we're going to move on to hooks. Same concept. Elbows up. Snapping that hook, turning the body behind it. Not separating the shot off the guard for too long. You want to be nice and short with that hook. When I say short, I don't necessarily mean the range. You can mix the range up. Long range, short range. But you want to be fast with it. You don't want to separating off the head for too long, giving your opponent an opportunity to land their shots. Everything comes off that guard. The elbows are up, the chin's into the shoulder that's punching, and you're constantly adjusting your feet so you can maintain your range. Next, we're going to do some body rips. Same application. Come straight off the guard onto a target. Make sure you're aiming your shot. As you can see, the shot, it is perfectly body height. I'm not punching to my waist too low or the groin area. Isolating just the left, getting some solid lefts out, really focusing on keeping that right hand up. And when I move on to the right, same concept. When I launch that right hand, the left hand stays up really tight. Then alternating. Alternating, it's crucial to bring those hands back to the guard. That's when it gets tricky. When you want to throw multiple shots and you want them to be back to back and thrown together to bring those hands back to the guard effectively. But you can do it. Stay focused. All right, next we're going to mix everything up. Start throwing some combos. Now, I know a lot of you have done bag work before. A lot of you have been doing bag work for 2 years with me. But we haven't done bag work like this. Don't just hit it. Don't get caught up doing what you're used to. We're breaking those habits in this program. Now you know what it's all about. Coming off the guard, the elbows in, the chin's down, always down. Yeah, so, simple stuff. 50 rips. Again, look, coming back to the guard every single time. Don't drop both hands and just launch with your head up in the air asking for a shot. You're going to throw 50 rips, hard and fast, explosive, come back to the guard, and then 30 squat jumps. Then you're going to go hooks, 50 hooks as hard as you possibly can. Again, coming back to the guard, the elbows are up, rotating the body, the palms facing down. Be proper, be aware of it when you're working hard. Hit the deck, you're going to pump out your push-ups, 30 push-ups. Girls too, I don't care. Everyone's doing them. You need to do them on your knees, do them on your knees. Be thorough, even if you need to break them up into 10s. Get the 30 done. And we're going to move on to straights. 50 straights, coming off the guard, nice and long. Full extension with the shots, palms facing down on impact, and head height. Not low, not too high, perfectly head height. Once you've done those, lunges. 1, 2, 3 to 30, 4, 5, and so forth. Keep your neutral spine, hold that core in, let the knee drop nice and deep. Once you've done your 30 lunges, back on the bag, you're going to mix it up for 50 shots as hard as you can. And continuous, bringing the hands back to the guard and utilising as much variety as you can. Constantly mixing it up, up. Excellent. Hit it hard, hit it fast. Do some damage. Really push yourselves. Then you're going to pump out your burpees. 15. Full push up. Arms above the head. Feet back and forth together. Do not cut corners. Work hard to get it done. Good stuff, guys. I hope this was helpful. Enjoy. Access to a heavy bag, don't stress. You can pretty much do the same routine shadowboxing, but make sure it's super intense to substitute the intensity of the heavy bag. Or alternatively, if you've got access to little hand weights, like 1 or 2 kilo hand weights, you can do it with the hand weights. And it works really well as well. Make sure you stretch after the session, cool down, foam roller, whatever you need to do to recover. Good stuff today. I'll see you Thursday. Peace.